First topic I got here is about DJ setups. Now, I posted a lot of pictures of DJ setups that I have over the years, setups that have worked, setups that have been horrible, setups that I still use. And one of the things I wanted to find out is, of course, when you first start DJing, your setup is not, where it's going to always be. You're always going to add stuff and things like that. But as you get more seasoned, are you doing stuff in your setups to make life easier, or are you doing stuff in your setups just to meet status quo? Like, what is your setups based off of? Now, myself, my current setups are based on situation. Only the T-stand is what I would consider the cool setup. But my other ones are really based on situation. Like, the one at the bottom left corner right on the DJ, that setup is for like basic events. Like if I had to do like a party, if I had to do like something quick, I would use that particular stand on there. Now, not necessarily the speakers. I would probably switch back to my QSC speakers for that event, and not necessarily the totems as well. I would, probably use the gravity stands for those. But I still have a setup that I use for specific situations. If I'm going to be outside, I'm not using the T-stand. If I'm going to be, far away, I'm not using the QSCs. If I'm going to be in some big room that has a long throw, I'm going to need, sound to be up higher. Just situations and everything. But I'm prepared. My rigs and my setups and my lights are all predicated on what I'm going to do initially. What is the situation going forward? I'll give you an example. This coming up weekend, there is a chance of rain. Very, very good chance of rain. And I'm outside. So I immediately thought to myself, okay, that eliminates the T-stand. You're not getting the T-stand for that unless we are fully inside and you've got at least a 3-foot door to open so I can roll in. So that killed the T-stand. The second thing is, okay, do I need everything all in one as far as my stand that I put my Rev 7 and my mixer and everything on? Do I need that to be all in one, or can I space that out with a facade and a table? And so now I'm looking at the chart that the coordinator sends, and I'm just like, okay, they're giving me, it's in a tight quarters area. So I don't need to bring a whole lot. So now that automatically puts me at that setup that's right under where it says DJ on the screen here. But I'm hoping that you guys do the same thing. Like certain stuff you'll bring out. Like if you're a resident at a venue, then of course everything you're going to bring out almost every week. But if your dance floor is going to be huge, if you're at a building that's got high ceilings and that sound bounces everywhere, if you need a throw to go all the way back, if you need lights to make sure that they're going to be shining on everybody, if you got to get lights on everybody, those are the type of things that you are going to bring and make sure that you have as you start creating these different shows. And that's another reason why I don't like stuff like the gig bar. The gig bar is just one, you can only do one thing with that, and that's it. And it doesn't cover a whole room like that. It just covers just the dance floor. And I'm not saying you have to cover the whole room, but you want the atmosphere to be like a party atmosphere. So these guys will come out of themselves. And it's hard to do that when you got little dots on you. Hate that thing. I hate gig bars. So I say to you, and I challenge you, and I ask you, how many setups do you have? I currently have 3 setups. 3 setups with 2 different sets of speakers, or if I need like a sound system, I could put that together as well. I have a set of 4 moving heads, 2 washers, 2 movers, ranging from medium, large, and then a wash mover. And then I've got 2 wash effects and 24 uplights. That's part of the main setups that I use. If I can't pull it from that, then we obviously have a problem. We obviously have a problem. I am not the type of DJ who will go out and buy extra subwoofers, DJ Solstice, or buy or buy all kind of crazy speakers just to have, or buy all kind of crazy lights just to test. No, I know what works. I know what I see out on the floor. I know what people think about lights like that. And I'm not saying DJs, I'm saying clients, customers. I have set up a lot of different setups, as you guys can see right here. Some of these have been great, and some of these have just fallen by the wayside. I mean, I've sold this setup that's right here, that event table 2. It's gone now. It's no more use. Like I got tired of being able to see through it. I got tired of the cage look, and I think that most brides were getting, that wasn't their cup of tea either. Like when I would show up with the cage and the sign, and they're just kind of like, that doesn't match my decor. And I'm not saying that I have to buy equipment to match their decor, but I want to be aesthetically pleasing. That is a big deal for me. And I feel like it should be a big deal for anybody who's going into somebody's big day, somebody's venue, and you're setting up. You cannot just be a DJ who just has a table and you set your stuff on top of it and everybody can see everything you're doing. I just feel like that is a horrible image. There's no way you get booked as much as you should. Let's just say that. If you're still not covering your equipment and you're just setting stuff on a table, you could be getting booked more just upgrading or updating your setup just a little bit. A facade can change your life, literally. I'm not mad at the table facades. I've been there. I've done that. I'm not mad at the 5-panel floor facades. I'm not mad at the 4-panel facades. But you gotta cover up the equipment somehow. Nobody should see all your wires and everything. I don't care if they run it through the table and give you a little slip that's right in between the stretchy cloth and run it. I had all that too. That's how I know it. That's not aesthetically pleasing. It just isn't. It just isn't. So with that being said, I do want to, and I think I'm going to, at the end of this show, I'm going to give you an email address, and I want everybody who watches this on replay or watches this whatever to send me in a picture of your most recent setup. And we're going to talk about it on the show. I'm going to tell you the goods. I'm going to tell you the bads. And these are all just going to be my opinions. If you feel like you can send them and you will be okay with me just going over them on the show, I'm going to give you an email address here. Let me see. I think I already got one. Hold on. Let me put it on the screen. Do I have one? Yeah, I had one. Hold on. One second. All right. So I got it. Send it to the letter JBOOK 1154 at Gmail. Let me put that on the screen for you. That is JBOOK 1154 at Gmail. Right here. Send your setup to this email right here, and we'll just go over it on the show. We'll just talk about it. It'll just be brief. I'm not going to dog you or tell you what you got to do or what. Look, you set it up the way that you set it up for a reason. And I may not know that reason. I may not be in that region and know why you did that. But if you want to put why you set it up the way you did, do that. And we'll just talk about it live on here. Maybe give you some tips. Or just tell you, hey, you look like a rock star out there. But here it is right here. JayBook 1154 at gmail.com if you would like for me to show you, to show your setup on the show. We will pull it up.